So I got all the shackles done at the back. I got the fuel lines cleaned up underneath. Zip ties and that cleaned up out of the back. We got the front fender, driver's side on. Some of the wire looming put in clamps so it's held up out of the way. Waiting on oil pressure regulator to come in so we can put that in line for the turbo so I don't blow the seals out of the turbo, because apparently that's a thing that I never knew about, which, I mean, you could write a book on things I don't know about. So that's all done. Once we get the other fender on, the regulator in, and I get the Jeep fired up and turned around, check to see if it's leaking oil still. Once I get the regulator in, we'll get it turned around, and then we'll get one of the Ramsey winches mounted up in there. Not sure which one. I have 3 of them here. Anybody need to buy a winch? Might have to sell a couple, or at least one. I don't know if I can mount one well enough at the back here. We'll see. I got 2 12,000 pounders and I got an 8,000 pounder, all electric. 2 are worm gear, 1's not. And then I have to take the canvas top into a sail shop somewhere and get them to sew back on the stitching, because the stitching all rotted off of it. Top is still good, but the stitching all fell apart. Anyway, that's where we are right now. Coming along. It's getting really close. Freaking parts I'm having to wait for. What I can do right now, though, while I'm still doing cutting and grinding, is I can do the front bolts that are holding the front suspension all together, because they're like 100 miles long too. There's no way around it. I gotta do them. Nip the stud off the shock mount. Try not to cut any fingers or anything else off while we're at it. Have to take this, put it back on, then cut the U-bolts down to the proper length, because right now they're like that way too tall. Right. Mount that over and get some extra light. There we go. Here's our plate stud we just cut off. Oh, it's not warm anymore. Right there, like that. Then these guys pop up and through. Of course, they're going to be a little bit difficult. Why would it make sense that they're easy to do, right? Oh, come on now. Don't be difficult. I had a hammer over here. Oh, right there between your legs. Couldn't find it even if it was bigger. These studs are so long, and they only need to be long enough to accommodate those. I mean, I can go a little bit higher, but I think we're gonna go pretty close on that. Thinking I'm gonna take these out. I'm gonna mark them like this. Gently tippy tappy tappy. Drop those back out. So I'm just gonna run them down, and then I can run them off and straighten the threads out a little bit. I can do the same to the other one. Let's see if I screwed up. Have faith, I say. I have. Looks like I got some length in there. Yeah, that don't look bad at all. Lesson learned, don't cut them quite so short. So, first one I'm going to do up tight will be the short one. Oh yeah, she's going to pull up. I'm going to have lots of thread. Oh yeah, plenty, I say. Before I go batshit mental. Back that off. Put this one up here. Okay, so same thing. Going to thread them on, then I'm going to cut them off. Got a duck. Okay, there's number 2. Probably a little bit longer than number 1. Hopefully not shorter. Same thing, wrong camera lens. Beveled the edges so the nuts will come off. Worked perfect on the last one, so we gave it another go on this one. I didn't show you the grinding because you already seen it once. You don't see it before. Yeah. Anyway, so spin these off, and excuse me while I touch my little sea to sky. Gonna make a sparkle in her eye. And we'll put these on and see if we've got them the right length. Well, same thing that I did on the last one. Got that pounding out of the way. I'll just throw the nuts back on here. And you know what? Come on now. Okay, back. Just about forgot. Lock-in Z-tighter, because they are suspension components, and I definitely don't want them coming apart on me. The next time these U-bolts come off, they get taken off and they don't go back on, because that's just the way you do them. It's great having a couple extra options when you're putting stuff together. No, those are tight. Yeah, I like that. Those are good. So, those are a little bit prouder than I would like, but that's okay. Grab that tire, flap that mother son of a runner. Emergency brake cables have to be changed. Wheels all on. Just missed out. Well, I don't think I showed the video or I lost it. One or two. The shackles are done. Everything in bloody time lapse. Okay, so I got a space up in here, which is hard to see, but it's there. Yep, there we go. The rear suspension is in. Time lapse. Why it had to go under time lapse.